Our first stop is in Savage, Maryland. In the background is the Bowman Truss Bridge across the Little Patuxent River. Built in 1852 and moved to its current location next to Savage Mill in 1887, this bridge served the B&O until the mill closed in 1947. While the prototype had a single track, I scratch-built this bridge with 2 tracks to suit my needs. Next, we passed through the historic district of Ellicott City, Maryland. Part of the current expansion project for this layout, this area will include the Main Street storefronts and the B&O train station. Built in 1830 and the oldest surviving railroad station in America, Ellicott City Station was where the B&O demonstrated the first American-built steam locomotive, known as the Tom Thumb. Leaving Ellicott City, we cross the Patapsco River and make our way south. In the background is my representation of the Thomas Viaduct. Built between 1833 and 1835 for the B&O Railroad, the viaduct's 612-foot length make it the world's largest multiple-arched stone railroad bridge built on a curve. After crossing the Bowman Bridge, we pass by the Wimpy Minerals facility in Jessup and head into the Frederick Douglass Tunnel. This masonry arch structure, northeast of Baltimore, was opened in 1873 and is the oldest on the Amtrak network. On the other side of the Frederick Douglass Tunnel, we find Baltimore's Domino Sugar Factory. Built in the Locust Point area of Baltimore in 1920, the factory refines about 6 million pounds of sugar every day. The giant neon sign came in 1951. Next to the processing building, with frontage to Baltimore's Inner Harbor, the facility unloads raw sugar from more than 40 ships every year with its 2 giant dock cranes. After passing through a development area, we arrive at one of the largest ice cream manufacturing facilities in the world. Located in Laurel, Maryland, and boasting an area of more than 700,000 square feet, the Nestle Dreyer's ice cream plant produces or distributes nearly 58 million gallons of packaged ice cream under brands such as Edie's, Haagen-Dazs, and Eskimo Pie. On the left is the lumber mill and the remnants of the old Main Street area that is being repurposed as an industrial park. The mill still needs a lot of work, and the water main break scene behind the loading shed is on the list to reconstruct. While this area wasn't meant to represent a specific lumber mill, it reminds me of going to the local 84 lumber yard with Dad when I was a kid. When Dad was a member of the Coastal Carolina Model Railroaders, he built a number of mobile homes for their layout. A few years after Dad passed, I found one last mobile home kit he hadn't gotten around to building. It now sits with a view of the marina. Off to the right is the Holiday Hill Marina, located on the Road River in Edgewater, Maryland. This is one of 2 marinas planned for the layout. We kept the family sailboat at Holiday Hill for many years, under the watchful eye of Billy, the resident dockmaster. And that brings us back to Ellicott City, concluding our trip around the layout. On our next tour, we'll throw this switch right here and see where the siding and tunnel take us. And in the meantime, we'll take a look at the ongoing expansion project, including electrics, scenery, lighting, automations, and some weathering. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.